If you don't know what your biggest problem is, you're never going to solve it.
Board bites. Chomp.
I get a lot of email from people in leadership positions in education, and when I ask them, what's the biggest problem you're facing, I see two types of responses. Group 1 says things like, we want to improve engagement for high-ability learners in diverse settings, or we need to align our teaching strategies with the needs of gifted learners, or we're trying to support our pull-out teachers so they can offer equitable experiences for all students. Group 2's responses are things like, teachers aren't waiting long enough after they ask a question, or our teachers don't ask math questions that they evaluate level of Bloom's, or we aren't pre-assessing because we don't know how to run multiple groups in a classroom. Group 2's responses are hyper-specific. They come from obvious classroom observations. I can help you solve each of these problems. I would know exactly what to do. But the Group 1 responses are buzzword soup. These problems aren't clear enough to actually solve. So if you're a leader in education and you find yourself struggling to give a clear, specific answer to a question like, what's the biggest problem your teachers are facing? Make sure you are getting into classrooms. You will not find out what your teacher's biggest problems are by going to a conference or doing a book study or looking at a spreadsheet on your computer in your office. When leaders spend time in a classroom, they naturally have a very clear idea about what the biggest problems are, because those problems stick out like a sore thumb. And these leaders also know which teachers have strengths. When I was struggling with how to lead multiple groups after a pre-assessment, my principal told me, go to Diane's classroom and talk to her and look at what she's using. This principal had been in classrooms and knew that this particular teacher would be the person to help me with my specific problem. So like with most things in professional development, you have to make sure you're focused on solving really specific problems, and you've got to get into classrooms to know what's going on.